guys, welcome to today's video. Today I'm super uber excited. Today I'm going to be giving you the rundown, giving you more information about natural deodorants, okay? I have been testing out 10 different deodorants for an entire year, okay? So if you don't want to watch the rest of this video, then that's fine. You want to click out, that's fine. At least leave me a thumbs up as you leave, because this has required ultimate commitment, okay? Ultimate commitment. I've tested each deodorant for about a month. All are in different forms. Some of them are roll-on, some of them are sticks, some of them are spray-on, some of them are pots. Basically, all of them are natural in terms of their ingredients, and they're non-toxic, so they're non-toxic for your underarms. Your underarms are a very sensitive area, whether you have sensitive skin or not, especially for women because they're closer to the breasts. So I think it's very important, and I think people are becoming more aware that actually having high aluminium deodorants, which is what is in a lot of deodorants to stop you sweating and to stop you smelling, they block the pores, is actually not great for your boobs. I've actually been on a bit of a journey, you could say, for the past 2 years. I'd say more than anything else, the past 2 years. I've been really trying to encourage myself and purchase non-toxic, sustainable beauty, whether that be because of its packaging or for what it contains. But I'm trying to now look at more what's inside a product. I'll be honest, the things I'm more looking to be sustainable in are my bathroom products, my skincare products, the things I'm applying on a daily basis. Not so much makeup, if I'm going to be completely honest, and that's because I don't use makeup as fast as I would a shower gel, and I don't use like a lipstick as fast as I would a deodorant, and I don't use a blusher as fast as I would a moisturiser. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So I feel like, yes, there is an absolute argument for, if you're going to be sustainable, surely you should do it in every aspect of your life. But for me personally, I think an easy win for me is to become more sustainable in my bathroom, my eating habits, of course, but that's like a separate thing. But within beauty, my toiletries, my deodorants, my skincare, my feminine care, I feel like that is an easy thing for me to become sustainable in without having it to be a detriment to how bougie I want to be or how simple I want to be, you know? So please don't come attacking me saying, but Megan, you have so much makeup that's covered in plastic and that's not cruelty free and that's not sustainable. I know, okay, I know, but you know, baby steps, I'm trying my hardest. So in front of me are 10 different deodorants from 10 different brands, all of different nature, like completely different nature as well. Some of them are more of a deodorizing stick, some of them are an antiperspirant, so that means just prevent sweating, and some of them are just deodorizers to stop you smelling. Now, I had like a criteria in my mind of what would it be classed to be a non-toxic and sustainable deodorant. I wanted each of these deodorants to tick as many boxes as possible in my mind for what makes a sustainable and non-toxic product. So I wanted the packaging to be as sustainable as it could be, whether that be post-consumer recycled, glass or cardboard. I was looking at packaging. The second criteria I was looking for was, is it cruelty free? I didn't want to pick up a deodorant that's been tested on animals because that kind of defeats the purpose of it being sustainable, non-toxic and good to use, you know? That positivity would be immediately taken away from everything else. It doesn't matter what packaging it's in. If it's been tested on animals, it kind of, leaves a sour taste in my mouth. So I believe all of these in front of me are at least cruelty free. I know not all of them are Leaping Bunny certified. I'm tiptoeing on a path there where I haven't really done enough research into each of these brands enough. I've kind of just gone upon the packaging and what they say on their website. So if it's not Leaping Bunny certified, I don't know what to say to you, but most of the packaging says that it's cruelty free. So who am I but only to assume that, you know, it's cruelty free. The third thing I was looking at was, if it's vegan, what does it mean by vegan? What's replacing those natural elements of the product for it to be vegan? Is it a synthesized chemical? You know, for instance, if it's beeswax, that's not vegan. So what is that beeswax being replaced by to make it vegan? What chemical is it? Some things can be vegan without there being any chemicals in them at all, and that's great. But vegan products in the beauty world, they're forced down your throat as being an amazing thing, but actually sometimes it's better just to have the cruelty-free non-vegan version of something, because actually it's more sustainable and it's better for the earth because the ingredients break down better. I use beeswax as an example because it's an easily relatable thing. Everyone knows what beeswax is. It's created by bees. It's like the sebum that they create. Sebum is the right word, but it's like the material they create after producing the honey. So actually that beeswax has no purpose to them whatsoever. In fact, it actually takes up more room in the hive that they could be using for honey to store for themselves. Actually, taking away the beeswax, as long as you don't distress the bees, is actually more beneficial for them. But beeswax breaks down naturally. So when you use a beeswax lip balm, for example, that beeswax breaks down naturally when you wash it away, and it breaks down in the water and it does not affect the fish. Whereas if you've got a synthesized chemical, which is a vegan alternative to beeswax, that chemical will not break down like beeswax does. It's not a natural chemical, therefore it's going into the seas and polluting the oceans. Things like microplastics, we know we can't see them, but we know they're polluting and they gather up. That's exactly what these chemicals do. They're still polluting, even though they're classed as vegan, they're still polluting and they're not sustainable. So I'm very aware. I'm not, like, don't get me wrong, I'm not a dermatologist, I'm not a scientist, but I've done as much research as I can, and I'm still looking to do more research. I'm still looking to widen my understanding. So please, if you know better than me, just say, don't come attacking me, but I know what I'm saying has truth to it. So yeah, I'm looking at ingredients, I'm looking at how natural they are, and I'm looking at when it says vegan, what does it mean? Is it still natural products? It can be, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying vegan's bad, please don't take that the wrong way, but if it is saying that, what chemicals are in it? I'm looking at the ingredients basically, okay? Number 4 was application. Now, I mean, this isn't really a massive criteria, but I wanted to have different application methods. I know that some people prefer aerosol, like they prefer to spray it on. I know that some people prefer a balm, like rub it on. Some people prefer roll on. So I wanted to get like a good amount of different deodorants, and I wanted to have a look at application. If something's difficult to apply, the likelihood of someone using something that's difficult to apply versus something that's easy to apply, I know what I'd choose, okay? Deodorant's one of those things, I want to be spending like 10 minutes doing deodorant. I want it to be like, done, you know? And number 5 is the price. I mean, it might be good for the earth, but I'm not paying more than like 10 quid for a deodorant, you know? I don't want to be paying 20, 30 pounds for a deodorant. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. So I've been looking at the price. Everything here is under £15, and you might be sitting there raging like, Megan, I can buy a deodorant for £1. Yes, you can. My favourite spray deodorant is the Sure Invisible Antibacterial one. I think it smells great, and it lasts great on me. It's easy to top up, it's easy to throw in my bag. I mean, a big bag, granted. And then my favourite balm for like longer days out is the Mitchum one. I don't think either of these are even cruelty free or natural in any way. In fact, they both have aluminium in them, and I wanted to move away from that. So these were my favourite deodorants before I went on this non-toxic journey, and see ya, Felicia, I'm on to new things. Okay, so enough yabbering, let's get into this and talk about all these deodorants, and then I'll talk about my favourites at the very end. The first one I've got here is the Neal's Yard deodorant. This is actually a spray-on bottle, so it's a liquid and you can spray it on. Very similar to what an aerosol would be, but without the compressed like air. It's not an aerosol, it is like a spray, like a perfume, and you just do exactly the same. You spray it under like you would an aerosol. That's kind of the whole gig with this. This is a glass bottle. It's absolutely beautiful. Like, I've got to say, this is probably one of the prettiest of all of the deodorants. If you're looking for a pretty bottle, a pretty deodorant, I might find another use for this bottle when I've used it up. That's how pretty it is. So this deodorant has only got natural and organic ingredients in here. There's no synthetic fragrances or colours, no silicones, parabens and mineral oil. It's a glass bottle and it's cruelty free. It smells nice. It smells of just like lavender, I'd say, is like the one note you can smell. I don't mind lavender. I did find that my armpits didn't react as well with the lavender deodorants as they did with some other deodorants. That's just my like thing. I didn't realise that my skin would get irritation from lavender, but it did. But many other people have said that lavender doesn't affect them in any way, but if you know you are allergic to lavender or anything like that, or you get irritations, obviously avoid this one because it's got lavender in. I'm not sure if they've got any other scents, but this is just the one that I had, which was the lavender and aloe vera deodorant. It was really, really nice. It was really sort of easy to use because I literally just did spray and spray as I got dressed, and it was fine. It dried down nice. It wasn't sticky or anything. It was easy to apply. I found that it wasn't necessarily an antiperspirant, but it was definitely an like it was a deodorizer. So yeah, I was actually really happy with this one. But yeah, I really, really like this one. It was a nice one. It was not my favourite, but it was a nice deodorant, and for a spray on, it was really easy to use. This is the Schmidt deodorant. It is a balm. It comes like a turn up balm, so you twist the bottom here and the balm pushes up. It is quite a dry formula. It's in the scent Bergamot and Lime. It's cruelty free and it's full of natural ingredients, so there's no aluminium or no like glycol or anything like that, and there's no artificial fragrances. It's all natural, which is great. The only thing is that the packaging is plastic, and I'm not entirely sure that it can be recycled, as there's no symbol on here to say that it can be, but it is cruelty free and it is full of natural ingredients, and it smells so delicious. Like, it just smells lovely, and this would be rated higher on my sort of list of my favourites. Obviously I'm not going in any particular order, but this would be up there if it weren't so like pilly. Like, when I put it on my armpits, I found that it gathered in the crease of my armpits and really kind of not cut them, but it would get really sore underneath my armpits, because what would happen was I'd smear it on and it would feel fine, but as the day, like when you're moving your arms about, all of like the grittiness got caught in like the crease of my armpit, and it would kind of make it quite sore, and actually that wasn't a pleasurable experience for me. This is a clean deodorant stick, but I'll just show you. I don't know if you can see, I've just turned the brightness settings down, so hopefully you can see. Can you see like the grittiness on top of this? It is quite gritty, so yeah, I don't know, it was a little bit sandpapery for me. I'll be honest, once this is gone, I probably wouldn't repurchase on the basis that it wasn't comfortable for me. I want to not notice my deodorant, and although this smells lovely and does the job, it gathered too much in my armpits and was actually quite painful if it gathered too much. So it was nice, but maybe it's just the one I got, I'm not sure. Maybe once you get further and further in, it's not so much like that. When you use it, it does like warm up to your skin and it does become more of an emollient thing, but I did find that the grit would just sit in my armpit a little bit and it would gather. So not my favourite, but I will use up. It's not like absolutely horrific, it's just not my favourite. The next one here is the Tisserand natural deodorant, and it comes as a roll-on, so obviously you just shake it about and then you can roll the deodorant onto your body just like you would any other deodorant. This is a lavender scent as well. This is made with natural ingredients, it's vegan and cruelty free. Again, the packaging isn't my preference because it's plastic, and I'm not entirely sure that it can be recycled, simply because there's nothing on the packaging that says it can be, but this was a really nice product. Again, the lavender did irritate my body a little bit if I used it for prolonged periods, so if I got another scent, I'd go for another scent, because I'm not great with lavender, as I found out. But this was actually a really nice deodorant. Apart from that, it actually really did the job, and it smelled nice. It smelled really great, so it was really nice and fragrant. There's no synthetic chemicals in here, and I really enjoyed it. The next one I have here is the Salt of the Earth deodorant. This is just a plastic packaging, and then you unscrew the lid and you have like a salt stick here. So you just wet the salt stick under some water, you just run it under water, and then you just rub it all over your armpits. And this is really great because it's great for travelling, it's cruelty free, it's vegan, it's just basically salt. It's a salt stick, so it's just all natural, no extra anything, it's fragrance free. And yeah, it was really good. It's obviously unisex as well because it's not a particular scent, because there is no scent. The only thing is I'm not entirely sure that you can recycle. Oh no, you can recycle this packaging. But yeah, suitable for vegetarians and vegans, not tested on animals, no white marks, which it was good at not doing. Unisex, no aluminium, no alcohol. It's literally just a stick of salt, and it was amazing. So yeah, I really liked this one. Sorry that I'm so dark, but when I'm bringing lighter things towards the camera, it's not focusing on, so I'll have to remain in darkness for some of this. But really enjoyed this little one. It was just great, and like it says, great for travelling because all you need is to run it under some water and you're good to go, you know? It's great. The next one I have here is the Jason deodorant by Jason, I don't know, but I got this in the aloe vera scent. This is actually a really nice scent. My mum didn't like this scent, so I don't know if that's just because she didn't like aloe vera, but she didn't like it. It's a wind up and down just like the Schmidt one, but this one is just so much more balmy and so much nicer than the Schmidt one, and that was the real sort of judging point for me, was when I applied this I could really tell the difference between this and the Schmidt one. The Schmidt one was way more grittier, this one is smoother. I don't know if you'll be able to see the smoothness of this one. Like, can you see it shining? It's just so smooth, and it's more balmy under the underarms, so it was just a much more pleasurable experience. This is a vegan and cruelty free deodorant. The packaging is recyclable, even though it is plastic. you can kind of tell it feels like a different type of plastic, and it's got no aluminium, no parabens, no glycol or phthalates, which basically means there's no preservatives in there, and it's clinically tested for all day odour protection. I did actually find this was a really good deodorant and I really liked it. The scent is quite like, you've either got to like it or you don't. Mum said it smelled like wee, and I was like, what? But to me it just smells like a plant. But if you don't like the scent, then that is fair enough. Like if you know the scents you do like and you know the scents you don't like and you're not willing to compromise, then maybe don't go for this one. But I really liked it. It was just like a nice deodorant. I didn't really notice a great difference. I noticed that I wasn't smelly. It's not very good for perspirant. I did sweat a little bit, but not any more than I would have done anyway. But yeah, it was a really nice deodorant. I like this one. Next up I have the Dr. Hauschka roll-on deodorant. This is in a glass bottle with a plastic lid and it is just a roll-on like this. This was actually one of my favourites. This one is cruelty-free and it's made out of all natural ingredients, and I really liked this one. It smells just like rose. It's got a beautiful glass bottle. I'd say just like the Neal's Yard one, they're really beautiful bottles to have on display. This is really clean looking and I just really like it. The smell of it was lovely. It really did a good job of just naturally deodorizing me. Again, similar to other deodorants that I've got here, it didn't necessarily stop me from sweating, but it did stop me from smelling at all, and I smelled really nice all day long. My friend actually works for Dr. Hauschka and she told me to try this out, and she also gave me a few little goodies to try. So I've tried this out and I can say that I really like it, and I'm gonna pick up their other one. They've got like a sage and mint, I think it is, something like that. It's like a more herbier smelling, which is better for men if you don't want to smell like roses. But obviously it's a unisex deodorant, it's not like man or woman, so if you're a man wanting to smell like roses, it's a good scent, let me tell you. But yeah, I really liked this one. It smelled good and it made me feel confident and it was really easy to apply. It was like nice and wet, but it dried down nice. It just felt really nourishing, so really liked this one as well. This is the Ben and Anna deodorant stick. Hopefully you can see that and the white isn't throwing the camera off too much. But this is 100% natural ingredients. It's vegan, it's cruelty free, it's got no aluminium in it. It is plastic packaging, that's the only downside, and I'm not sure if it is recyclable because it doesn't actually say on the packaging. But it is just another one of those balm sticks. Ooh, like stuff just fell out of that. But it's just a balm stick that you can roll up and roll down. It's like in the middle of the Schmidt's and the Jason one. It is balmy, but it breaks up, like it pills a little bit. It does pill, but it's not a gritty pill. It just pills up into like balmy sort of feeling. So I didn't find this offensive at all. I just found that it like, can you see what I mean here on my finger? I don't know if you see that. It just like pilled up a little bit, which doesn't really bother me because it wasn't painful, so it didn't bother me at all that it pilled up a tiny bit, but it just did that because of the friction of applying. But I really liked this one. I would like to see more from this brand. I haven't really explored this brand a lot, but it was really nice. I really liked it. This one is the Sukin Deodrant. This is in a spray bottle just like the Neal's Yard one, so you spray it under the underarms and it's just kind of like that, replicating the aerosol but in a spray bottle. It's only natural ingredients, it's cruelty free, vegan, it is in a plastic bottle. I think this is post-consumer recycled plastic, but you can recycle it again. It does say on the bottle, so you can recycle it again, which is really cool. It says on the bottle no synthetic fragrances, nothing is animal derived, no harsh detergents, no glycol, no artificial colours, no mineral oils, no EDTA, no parabens, and it was just really nice. The only thing is that this was quite sticky in my underarms, so I'll just show it to you again. This is quite sticky, so it kind of had the smell of marzipan, I thought. I wasn't a fan of the smell of it. You can get this in Boots, so it's quite accessible. All of them pretty much are, but this one wasn't my favourite scent-wise. I found it just a little bit too sweet and it was a tiny bit sticky under the underarms, so if you didn't direct it under the underarms properly, I found it a little bit sticky, and I'm not sure that it was my favourite. Yeah, but it was nice. It was like a nice natural spray on deodorant. Just wasn't personally my favourite, but yeah, it was nice. It was nice. Just a bit of a weird scent. It's like a tangerine-y sort of almondy scent. It's like marzipan. I'm not sure, but it was nice. These are the native deodorants. These come in little glass pots, so what you do is you open up and you scoop some out and just apply a pea-sized amount onto your arms. These are natural ingredients. They're vegan, cruelty-free. The pots are recyclable, obviously, because they're glass. They're aluminium-free and they're very affordable, and I really liked them. This one is in a charcoal scent, so it's got like I mean, I've used far more of this one than I have of the other one, but it's just really, really nice. I've actually got these free in a beauty box, and then I've got the coconut vanilla one, which smells amazing. These are actually really, really nice. These were very balmy. The only problem is I found them a bit of a pain in the bum to apply because I had to use my fingers, so I had to scoop up with the back of my nail so I didn't get stuck underneath, and then kind of just smear it on like you would a moisturiser. I quite liked them. They were quite nice. They smell nice. I just think it's a lot of hassle to apply them when I could just use a stick. Like, I found a stick a bit more easy to use. I was a little bit confused because there's also another brand called Native, and they do stick deodorants, and they are also like natural ingredients and stuff like that. But they come in like a twist up tube, and I think this Native Unearthed is a different brand. But yeah, Native Unearthed, I quite liked these. I probably wouldn't repurchase on the basis that the application is a little bit more difficult, and I found some ones that I truly love in here, so whatever. But it's nice, it was great. I felt less bad because I can recycle the packaging and everything inside it is natural and it's great for the earth. So yeah, really, really like these. This is the Posy deodorant. This comes in cardboard packaging. It's the only one that does come in cardboard packaging. And you just push it up like you do a pop lolly, you know, like the push-up lollies. And then you just take off the lid, and then it's kind of like a balm underneath. So you just push it up with your thumb, and then when you're done with it, you can just push it back down like that, and then put the cardboard lid on top. I love that it's made out of cardboard packaging, and it's actually already pre-recycled paper anyway, so it's literally already gone through the cycle. I love that. This is cruelty free, and it is made out of natural materials. However, it is not vegan because it contains beeswax. But like I said, this is great for the earth. Actually, this is probably the one out of all of them which is best for the earth, because it's completely cardboard packaging. Everything inside here is recyclable, and yeah, I mean, it's great. I've actually applied this a couple of times and I really, really like it. I've got mine in the orange scent. Lily actually bought this for me and I really, really enjoy it. It's a great deodorant, and it just feels really, really nice under the armpits. I don't know what more I can say. It does a great job as well, so really, really enjoyed this one. I will say that this is a UK based brand, so I'm unsure if you can get it outside the UK, but I really, really enjoyed this one, and yeah, I've got to say it's one of my favourites. And then the last deodorant I've got here is from Green People. It's the aloe vera one. I think it's a scent. I'm not really too sure. I'm not really too sure what the scent is supposed to be. But it's full of natural ingredients. It is vegan and cruelty free. It does say 99% organic, but actually all of it is natural ingredients. It just means that 99% of it is organic, and some of them are like kind of like minerals that aren't found naturally. You have to do something to them. I suppose you could call that synthesized, but then you are taking a raw ingredient and doing something to it, so it gets a little bit confusing. This is plastic packaging and it is a roll-on. Wow, this has got top fluff all over it, disgusting. But this is just a roll-on deodorant like you would find in the supermarket. I really, really liked this one. This is a British brand, and yeah, I just really, really liked it. I found that it did really work effectively. It felt great on my underarms, and yeah, I can't say more about it. I really, really liked it. I just realised I'd said at the beginning of this video I have 10 deodorants, but actually I have 11. I'm very aware that I've been filming for a long time, so I'm going to try and push on quite quickly. I really enjoyed all of these deodorants down in front of me. I've got to say the ones I didn't enjoy the most were probably the Schmidt's one because of the grittiness, and the Sukin one. Those ones, like this one was just too sticky and I wasn't a fan of the scent, and this one just pilled up so much that it irritated my armpits. The Neal's Yard one and the Tisserand one were the lavender ones, and they did irritate my armpits because of the lavender, and that's what I kind of concluded, because it was only the lavender ones that really affected my arms in exactly the same way. But it kind of gave me like a speckly rash, and then I broke out in spots, and I looked up what it might be, and a lot of people are allergic to like lavender oil, or they find an irritation with lavender oil, so I'm assuming it's that, because none of the other deodorants gave me that problem apart from these ones. So I can't really, it sounds awful, I can't give you a proper review of them because of that issue that I had, but I really, really like them nevertheless. Like, I thought they did a good job of deodorizing. I just noticed after like maybe day 3 of wear that I would get this like spotty pimply rash going on underneath my armpits, which obviously I didn't love, but those are the only 2 that caused me irritation because of that reason, and I can't give you like my 100% thoughts because I had that problem. But like I said, these 2 were probably the ones I didn't like the most because I didn't get along with them, and these are probably going to be things that I try and find another home for, whether that be just cut the top off and give it to someone else, I don't know. The Jason one I actually really, really liked. The only thing with me is that I didn't really notice big enough difference. Like I didn't think, oh yeah, this is a lovely deodorant. I just kind of was like, yeah, cool. It was just one of those, yeah, cool deodorants, you know what I mean? That's how I felt about this one. There was nothing really that stood out to me that I was like, oh my god, what a lovely deodorant. Apart from it was very soothing. Like it was a lovely buttery feeling under my armpits, and it was really, really nice. When I say buttery, I didn't mean it like stayed wet or anything. It just felt really nice and soothing under my arms, but I didn't notice it making my arms smell nice throughout the day. So longevity for me just wasn't, it was just like, it was alright. I feel like you wouldn't be disappointed with this, like you wouldn't at all. But equally it's not like I'd rave about it, you know. I kind of felt similar about the Native Unearthed pot deodorants. I feel like these are great for the earth, obviously because it's all glass packaging as well. But I just found it a bit of a faff to use. This was a nice product. If you don't have a single problem of scooping it out, this is a great product, and I don't know, I just thought it was a great product and I love the idea of it. However, I just don't know if I'd go for something in a pot over a stick, and I just feel like I would use a stick over a pot. I kind of would forget that they're there. I did use these for a whole month and there's quite a lot left, but you know, I did enjoy these. I did enjoy these a lot. I just don't know if the practicality was there. I'd preferred a stick or a roll-on, to be honest with you, because I don't want to get my hands sticky just to put on deodorant, you know. I then have my top 5, and then I have like my top 3 within that top 5. So I'll talk about 5 and 4 before anything else. In 5th place was my Salt of the Earth natural deodorant. I really, really liked this deodorant. I thought it was a really unique idea. Obviously it's really dinky and tiny. You can buy a big one as well. The only thing I didn't like about this was that you did have to go wet it every single time. And to be honest, that's not a terrible thing. Like, you can quite easily do that, but equally you couldn't just throw this in your bag and apply it anywhere. You have to be in a bathroom to apply it, to run it under the water. And sometimes you just want a deodorant to do in your car. Do you know what I mean? Like, so although I loved it, I couldn't tell you that it's the best natural deodorant in front of me. I'd say it's one of the best and I love it, and it did a good job. The longevity for me wasn't actually there that long. It lasted, I'd say, maybe 6 hours, so I'd have to apply this maybe 2 to 3 times a day. But it was nice. I really liked it, and I'd recommend it if you are in the market for something like this. And it's kind of cute to put in your bag, you know, it's nice and small. But again, it's just convenience. I'm not sure if I'd pick this up over something that I can just put on without having to run underwater first. In 4th place is the Ben and Anna deodorant stick. My lighting's gonna be too harsh for you to be able to see that, but you saw it earlier. The Ben and Anna Persian lime one was actually my favourite kind of roll-up stick like this, actually. Yeah, it was my favourite roll-up stick. It was, like I said, in the middle of the Jason one and the Schmidt's one, where it was lovely and soothing, and it had a little bit of grittiness, like it pills. I don't know if you can see that on my finger there. Can you see that? It like pills a little bit, but to be honest with you, if you are just a bit forceful with it and you just smear it all over, didn't really bother me that it pilled. It wasn't uncomfortable. It just kind of flaked a little bit on my bra, but there was no white marks or anything, so I quite liked it. And actually, above all of these, this was in 4th place because it was convenient. I could just put it under my arms. It smells so nice. Like, it just smells really nice and limey without being citrusy. Oh, it just smells. I smell clean when I have this on. Like, I always find citrusy smells quite a clean smell, and this is just one of them, and I just felt really confident when I was wearing this. Obviously it's plastic packaging, so maybe not the greatest, but I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. I'm going to put the Posy one in 3rd place simply because out of these 3, it's the most difficult to use. However, oh my god, it's really not that difficult. Like, you literally just push it up and then push it back down again. But I did find that the cardboard is kind of getting a bit mashed up because it is cardboard. That's not really a problem for me. I don't find that a problem. It is a little bit flaky, just like the Ben and Anna one. It is a little bit more flakier, and you do have to like warm it up. But oh, the smell of this is so lovely. It's just like such a beautiful, beautiful smell. I absolutely love it. I really, really liked this one, and I think that the packaging is so innovative. Nothing about this deodorant is guilty. Like, it is literally a guilt-free deodorant. Once I have used this, it has cost the earth nothing. It's been handmade. None of the packaging is like bad. It's all recyclable. When I wash it away in the shower, nothing is bad inside it. It's just like a brilliant, brilliant, brilliant deodorant, and I really, really enjoyed it. In 2nd place, again, all 3 of these are amazing, so I want to put them all in 1st place, but if I want to rank it on how I truly felt, we're going to go with this. But in 2nd place is the Dr. Hauschka one. I really, really loved this one. This was great smelling, like it made me feel fresh. It was lovely and creamy to put on. It was just so lovely to put on. I really want the sage and mint. I think it is sage and mint. I really hope it's sage and mint, or I've been telling you complete lies. But they've got another one that's like a herbier one, like I said, and I really want to pick that one up as well. I think this is £13 if I think correctly. But again, you can get it on Feel Unique, Look Fantastic, Beauty Bay. You can find a coupon code somewhere, I'm very sure of that. This is really, really nice. I really, really liked it. I love that it's glass packaging, so it's all recyclable. It's not like a potent rose smell. It's just like, if you were to smell a natural rose flower, it smells like a natural rose. It's not a synthesized smell at all. It's absolutely stunning. I absolutely love it. And I'm simply putting this one in second place because the Green People one did a better job at being an antiperspirant and an anti, like, a deodorant. It was just a really great deodorant. Like, I was reaching for this when I shouldn't have been reaching for this, and I should have been reaching for another one, for example. I really, really enjoyed this. It was full of natural ingredients, cruelty-free, vegan, it's recyclable, it's made in the UK. I just really liked it, and it was like really easy to use, just like the Dr. Hauschka one. It's a roller ball. I mean, you can kind of tell that I really like this because it's the dirtiest one here. Like, it's full of, you know, like fibres from your t-shirt where you just go in and top yourself up. I really liked this one. My journey of natural deodorants has led to this, and my conclusion is it's the way forward. At the end of the day, your armpits are a sensitive area. They're right next to your breasts, you know, especially for women. You don't want to be getting breast cancer or anything like that, and if you can avoid chemicals and synthesized ingredients as much as possible in that area around your armpits, I don't see why you should go for that. So my conclusion is this about natural deodorants, and it's kind of like, why wouldn't you go the natural and non-toxic route for a deodorant? Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? I mean, all of these deodorants, yes, I had to top up maybe once a day. Like, I'd just throw them in my bag and top up maybe after 6-7 hours, but to be honest, that doesn't bother me. I wasn't smelly after it. It didn't make me smelly. I just felt like I wanted to top up, you know. I'm sure everyone does it. I'm sure everyone takes deodorant in their bags that they're very used to, the brands we all know and love, and we put it in our bags or put it in our desk at work to top up. I won't lie to you guys, I have one of these at my desk at work because it's so quick and convenient to spray on, but to be honest, so are these. And if you want a spray, this is a great one. This is good if you like that sort of thing, but I prefer the Neal's Yard one as a spray. I really, really liked all these deodorants. I cannot rave about them enough. And I know there's many more out there. It's something that I'm beginning to clock on to, is that what is in our products. We're not aware of what's in our products. And I think by starting off with our skincare and the things that we are rubbing into our body, I take this makeup off at the end of the day. I take this makeup off, so if there is anything harmful in it, it's not, okay, it is on my skin, but I am rubbing it off at the end of the day. But what am I rubbing it off with? What's the stuff that I'm rubbing it off with? What's the stuff that I'm putting on my body 24/7? What's the stuff that I'm soaking into my skin overnight? We've got to be looking at these things, and I think, you know, I'm very passionate about it. I think we should be looking at not what only is good for the earth, but what is good for us as well. You know, if we're using ingredients that are good for the earth, they're going to be good for us too. You know, it's a two-way thing, and I'm just really excited. I'm really happy that I got to try out all of these natural deodorants. But yeah, that concludes today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully I've been insightful and educational rather than rambling and shoving you lots of different information down your throats, but I'm very passionate about this sort of area. I think it's very important that we become more aware of this topic. So yeah, I've said enough. If you'd like to see any more videos like this, of this nature, please do say, and I can explore different avenues of sustainability and natural beauty and what it means and ingredients, things like that. If you'd like to see more of that, please do say, and I'll do something. I'll do whatever you suggest. What do you want to see? Give me a thumbs up if you have enjoyed today's video, and let me know that 10 to 11 months worth of work hasn't been for nothing. Subscribe if you haven't already, and ring my bell, because then you'll be notified of all the videos I upload. I upload every single week, and you wouldn't want to miss out on more content from me. No, you would not. Thank you guys for watching once again. Stay safe, stay at home. Love you guys, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.